Is this the ultimate $38 brushless ESC upgrade for the Traxxas Bandit? Well, in this video you'll see this thing literally had enough power to blow the wheels off. So what is the best cheap mod to make any Traxxas go faster? Well, I think it quite well could be what is fitted to this Traxxas Bandit, which is a $38 brushless combo from Banggood. And before you start laughing, 3300 kV motor, 60 amp ESC, yours for $38, delivered from Banggood, USA, within about a week. Is it any good? Well, when it was running in this WLTOYS 124019 the other day, it powered it to 70 miles an hour. Not too bad. But one or two of you queried and said, I'd love to see it in the Bandit, Rich. So I thought, not a bad idea at all, because $149 for the cheapest Traxxas out there, plus $38, I wondered just how fast it would go. Now that combo isn't just 2S rated, it's 3S rated. So in this video, you're going to see yours truly speed test it with the optional pinion fitted on 2S and 3S. Now it's not going to be up there with the 60-65 mile an hour plus that the Valinian system powers the car to if you go for the VXL option, but then that system costs you around about $150. $38 for the one fitted to this car. But as you may have seen from the thumbnail image, all does not go entirely to plan with these things. In fact, it took me a full 5-10 minutes to stop laughing because it's pure comedy when it does happen. That said, I think by the end of this video, you will agree it's the best $38 you can spend on a budget Traxxas like this. Anyway, now that I've removed the Banggood $38 brushless combo from this car and put it in the Bandit, as we're going to see in action in a minute, I'm now going to fit, bizarrely, the Traxxas VXL 3M as fitted to the 1/16th brushless Mini E-Revo to this car to see just how fast it goes. Bought this from my local hobby store as it was closing down at less than half price. So, be interesting to see just how fast this thing goes. I'll test this over the weekend. So if you don't want to miss that video, you know what to do. Now this $38 brushless conversion to the Traxxas Bandit literally took me probably around 5-6 minutes to install from start to finish. Even if you're a beginner, I'm thinking you're going to be getting this done in the 10 to 12 minute range. Very, very simple indeed. 2 screws to remove the existing ESC, 4 screws to remove the top of the receiver box. This is a plug and play system. It will work with the existing Traxxas radio, no need to buy a new receiver, which is where this car does have advantage over the cheapest Armour, which the cheapest Armour comes with a combined ESC and receiver, which means if you make that brushless, you're going to have to fit a new receiver and buy a new transmitter, etc. on there. This will literally plug and play with the existing Traxxas Bandit on there. Double-sided tape to hold this down, 2 screws to remove the gearbox cover. Then you've got 2 screws to remove the existing motor, fit the new gear on, slide your new motor back in, feed your wiring through the gap at the back like that. Very, very simple indeed. And if you have one of these programming cards, you can program the ESC to your heart's content on here. These are about $9, but they work with a variety of ESCs, so highly recommended. I'll put a link to all of this stuff below the video if you're interested. Anyway, without more ado, let's go test out this brushless combo. First on 2S, then on 3S. And on 3S, this thing for $38 is fairly darn impressive. But if you think so, don't forget to give this video the thumbs up. Well, whilst the cheapest Traxxas is the Traxxas Bandit, it is brushed out the stock out the box. But having had the success I had the other day with that Banggood $38 special, I thought, why not fit the same motor and ESC to the Traxxas Bandit and see just what speed increase we get for $38. There is no need to change the radio on this car because the ESC is just plug and play on here. Took me less than 10 minutes to fit this combo to this car. As you might gather, we have had a few issues with the additional speed of this car. And whilst I thought all Traxxas tyres were glued on, clearly these are not, but clearly need to be. Which might give you some idea of just how much quicker this car goes. First of all, going to try it on 2S, and then I've got 3S pack, Powerby, GNSS on board. So, start that recording, see how we get on. And I literally have no idea on this at all. First time I've run it with this brushless setup in, other than around the yard. Now it is quite a bit quicker with the brushless setup in, obviously. And you can corner at fairly stupid speeds with this thing as well. Anyway, I think that probably peaked out. So, for first time on 2S, what have we got? 31 miles an hour. Not too bad. Not too much more than it should do. Stock out of the box with the optional pinion on there, but that's just on 2S. I have a feeling on 3S that should come alive. I'm thinking 3S we should be good for around about the 45 mark. So let's see. 3S back on board. Well, first of all, car's got quite a lot more urgency with 3S on board. Okay, well, in terms of its eagerness, definitely going to need to feed that power in. Oh man, that's quite a bit quicker. I mean, that felt more like 50 than my estimated 45. Just remember, guys, if you like what you see today, don't forget to subscribe. Got to feed this. You can get on the power fairly quick. Nah. It's like a missile. Gonna have one more pass actually. That's just too much fun. Well, that sense of speed comes off on camera because the thing feels like it's absolutely flying now. If I feed the power in nicely, it won't wheelie. Oh, he says, not feeding the power in nicely. Now, if anybody wonders on these cheaper Traxxas models where they save the money, you're about to find out. Oh, comedy style! And on the final run of the day, the tyre comes adrift from the wheel, which is quite surreal. The wheels come off! Come on. Like me GPS. Just too funny. Obviously, I'm going to need some tyre glue before we go much further. 45 miles an hour. I think I had a little bit more in tested earlier because it was going a little bit quick, but 45 miles an hour over what the stock car speed is, which is around about 28, I think it's not a bad conversion at all. And I would say about 45 to 50 is probably the sweet spot for this car. Anyway, time to go find that wheel. So there we have it. 3 wheels on my wagon and I'm still rolling along. A lot of my subscribers that have been with me for a few years will recognise I've had more than a few cars with 3 wheels on them at the end of the video. That is the first one I've just had with 3 tyres on there. They save the money by not gluing the tyres on. That is corrected on the VXL model, I am sure, without any shadow of a doubt. So my next job tonight is going to be to glue the tyres on all round on this car. And after I've glued the tyres on the Traxxas Bandit, I'm going to be installing the Valenian VXL 3M motor to this WLTOYS 124019. Oh, that's quite a bit quicker. Man. With its new F1 type front spoiler, it does appear to stay glued to the ground. Stock gearing on this car? So, have a say in the comment section how fast you think this thing's going to be. I am going to be testing it Sunday. Anyway, hope you like what you've seen tonight. It just shows you do not have to spend a fortune to have great fun with an RC car. No overheating issues with this setup at all. Acceleration, pretty much at any point in the range, this thing actually wants to wheelie, which is quite impressive. And available from Vanguard USA in under a week. I'll put a link to all this stuff below the video. Well, thumbs up if you like this video, guys. Post any comments you might have in the comment section below the video and hit the circle below to subscribe. And if you do hit the circle, don't forget to hit the bell.